Let's stay on the theme of Heritage Day. The Western Cape is hosting its Indigenous Games Festival at the sports school in Kuils River today. It was first introduced more than 10 years ago to preserve traditional games like Dibeke, Diketo, Jukskei and Moraba-raba. These games are part of South Africa's cultural heritage and teach skills like teamwork, strategy and, of course, leadership. Newzroom Afrika's Sipha Kema is in Kuils River for us this morning. Chilly Kuils River, Sipha. Tell us about what we can expect today.
Well, very cold Kuils River, but I can tell you this, Michelle, that this is not going to deter any of the participants from bringing their utmost best in ensuring that they're taking part in the Indigenous Games Festival. We've seen a number of teams arriving, and you can see behind me, people practicing. They're taking it very seriously, practicing ahead of the official opening of the games. Now, what's happening currently behind me, that's Jukskei, the game that they're playing currently, and I had seen three-step at some point behind us, some of the teams practicing three-step as well. There's jumping rope. There's also Indonga, where we're going to see young boys battling out with the sticks. But now joining us currently is the Director for Sports and Cultural Affairs in the Department, the Western Cape Government rather. That's Danielle Manuel. Thank you so much, Danielle, for joining us on Newzroom Afrika.
Good morning, Sipha. Thank you so much for being here and having us today.
Yes, quite a chilly morning, but I can see everyone is ready and practicing. You can see different groups doing their own little thing. Let's talk about these games. I can see it's very interesting, but also the participants seemingly very excited.
Yeah. So the participants certainly are very excited. So they come from all over the province. They've participated in district events. They've established district teams, and now they're here to compete. But I think what's exceptional about today is the age cohort. So you have participants varying from as young as 13 all the way to 60. So what's spectacular is the intergenerational connection that provincial Indigenous Games bring. So you'll find the elderly with the youth telling stories, creating spaces, safe spaces, for people to participate and share stories about their being as South Africans. So carrying our heritage, understanding our past, and how that informs who we are today.
Now, this sticks out, I mean, for the Western Cape government as well to support these games, not just as a festival, but also these teams are actual teams playing for each district.
Correct. Yeah. And I think so what's important with provincial government supporting it, it's also the importance of celebrating our culture. So culture is lived and it should be prioritized. Spaces should be created where people come together to be. So it's definitely something that the provincial government supports, the Department of Cultural Affairs and Sport as well. So the linkage between sport, recreation and culture is important, and we want to sustain this where we continue to tell our stories of the past and we understand it. We understand the past with gratitude, and it enables us to shape a future going forward based on courage, based on lessons learned, struggles, building our resilience as a collective.
All right, so thank you so much, Danielle. That's Danielle Manuel from the Department of Cultural Affairs and Sports, Western Cape Government. They are here supporting these games. Now, this is quite interesting, Michelle. As we move around throughout the day, just before, especially after the opening, we will be showing you the various games that are being played. And maybe, Michelle, you might catch me jumping rope somewhere. Maybe. I'm not making any promises, but it is Indigenous games, and these are the games that we grew up playing anyway.
So, Sipha, I'm really embarrassed to ask you this question, but my executive producer, Maslati Mukhale, is asking me whether I know Murabaraba. Am I supposed to? Should I be embarrassed for not knowing?
You should not have confessed it on national TV. That's what you should have done. But I can tell you, we saw a group of young boys actually playing Murabaraba. And I can tell you this, Murabaraba, although it's quite popular in Gauteng, but it is picked up across the country. We're seeing young people right here that were playing. They were here playing Murabaraba, and they've moved on to go practice another game as well. I mean, this is a game that is played throughout the country, although it gained its popularity in Gauteng, but by now everyone knows that game.
Okay, so can you give me, because maybe I know the game by a different name. Is it possible that I know it by a different name? Can you give us just a quick rundown for those of our viewers who maybe also don't know?
for the viewers, sure. But you know, Michelle, the game is about, it's more like chess. It's more like draft. It's about strategy, thinking, tactic, moves. It gets you thinking. It's similar to drafts. It's similar to chess. It's all about the mind. It's a mind game. That's what Murabaraba is all about. But of course, not having that kind of, I would call it level of saying there's pawns, there's bishops. Instead, in the games, you're playing the games with the various marks. Now, in the township, those games are normally played with the bottle caps. You'd find a beer bottle cap of a different brand and a various brand, playing it out against each other, but ultimately it is a game about strategy and the mind, just like chess, just like drafts is as well. But we're going to take you in so that we're able to break down every game starting from 10 o'clock. We will take you in all the various games so that you're able to see and hopefully maybe remember a game or two there.
Because Sipha, what I remember is, and maybe I'm giving away my age here now, but what I remember is, as you say, jump rope. So jump rope, obviously, that was a big one. And then the other one was using old stockings. So two people stand on either end of old stockings and you sort of jump over the stockings and you raise the stockings up your body as you go.
Yes.
5 stones was another one. What else comes to mind for you?
Oh, we do have that. Those are some of the games.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Those are some of the games that will be played here. But remember, the nicest thing and the most interesting thing about South Africa is that we have different names for all these games. I'll give you an example. In some, for example, this is Jukskei, but there's only one name for Jukskei. But then you go and you find another game, Michelle, that you're saying that you play with stones. Now, in Xhosa, in the Eastern Cape, we call that upuka. So all the games are similar and they played the same way, but it's just the names that are different. In the Eastern Cape, the game that you play with the stone, where you have to throw one stone in the air, try moving out the rest out of a circle that's drawn, that's called upuka. And then we move it to the game that you were playing with skipping rope, as you call it. In the Eastern Cape, in Xhosa, and here in the Western Cape, when they call about it in Xhosa, they say uqap. That's skipping rope, where you don't just skip alone, but you've got 2 people on either side turning the rope and playing that rope. As you would know, in places like America, they would say double dutch. But in Xhosa, we call it uqapu. And then the one that you talk about, the pantyhose, where either 2 players are on either side and there's one player jumping over, we call that umgusha. That's what we call it. So these games, you would find that they are in various communities. The only difference is really just the name and what we call it.
Okay, I don't feel quite as bad anymore. Thank you for that explainer, Sipha. And yeah, we're definitely going to see you, as you promised our viewers just a short while ago, we're going to see you jumping rope there in Kuils River. That is Murabaraba. Oh, I can't say that it's bringing back any memories. But okay, maybe it was before or after my time.